Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. We're filming this from the art station. You should have in your package, your teacher will probably give you out some tape each, a pencil, a paintbrush, some scissors, some paint, and instead of using a palette or anything like that, I've just got myself a little bit of paper towel to squirt the paint on. And then it saves all washing up and everything at the end. You'll also have your own template. So the first step is to choose which template you would like to do. So this one is kind of the face, if you like, a side profile of a moose with its beautiful antlers. And this one is the full deal. Now I've done a couple of practice runs of these, and it's obviously up to you. You choose template 1 or template 2. I'm feeling like this one looks more obviously like a moose, but this one still looks pretty cool. Here's an example of what it will look like. So that one you can see I chose the head. So what we're doing is a piece of art with the template and just concentrating on like positive and negative space there. So bear this in mind as you're going through and doing the craft yourself. So your first step will be to choose which template you want to use, and then you'll cut it out with your scissors. When you've chosen which one, bearing in mind it is quite tricky to get around the antlers and things, but you guys, I'm sure, will do a good job of that. When you've chosen which one, you'll place it, we're not gluing it or anything, in the center of your canvas. Okay? Now before you do any tape, I skipped a step here just for the purpose of showing you the video. Before you put your tape on, with your pencil, you're going to draw around your template. So that's pretty important. I'm just going to show you here if you can see. And obviously I've got my tape there, but you won't, okay? So you'll have to hold it with your hands. Hope you understand that, guys. I hope I've explained that bit okay. And then, yeah, so here, like, imagine I've got no tape there. So we're drawing around the template, but I'd have to hold it probably with my hands. Okay, once you've drawn around all the bits, then with your tape, you will start in the center and tape right across. I liked to make sure that my lines were nice and straight. Some people did them a little bit off center. I guess you could choose, but we'll try and go for parallel in between. So work your way up or down, as long as where the tape is and where the tape isn't, they're kind of evenly spaced, okay? Now I'm going to pop a little bit of paint on here, as you can see, and I'm going to, you can choose whichever you want, paint in between there. Now, it doesn't matter if it looks messy right now or anything like that. You're going to do that on all of them. But I know you'll know how to do that because you guys are old enough. But when you get to some of the more detailed parts, like in there's some of the antlers, try and paint outwards from them. Because if we paint inwards, some of the paint might kind of bleed under the template. Not actually bleed, but it's a term used with painting. So I am going to go just outwards here of the template, if you can see. Good, and we want to make sure it's nice and neat in there. You might want to go around and do your details first, and then do all the fun stuff. This might be one of those parts in the video where it fast forwards a little bit. Okay, so at this stage it looks kind of unrecognizable as a piece of art anyway. You're going to let it dry for at least 20 minutes if you can. Even longer is better. And then we're going to peel the tape. Okay, ready to peel the tape. So we'll start you to really take your time. It's okay if the template underneath the ribs. It's pretty hard to hold it up and show you here. We're just after those nice straight lines in between. Alright, can you see alright? And you can see a little bit. It's tricky. Mine is bleeding under the tape a bit, but we can fix that with white paint. This gives you an idea. Yours are going to be better than mine. Rushed here. Pretty satisfying when you do it. Okay. So that's looking pretty close to what we need. Now you might need a bit more paint for this one. We're going to paint the alternate lines. This is why it was important to have the draw around the template in there. So you're going to fill in on the white bits. Actually best if you have a ruler. I forgot to put that in our package and what you need. So you can see here I'm just kind of filling in the alternate spaces, both positive and negative areas. I'm going to do the easier bits first. There's no particular rules. Just making sure you paint in the right spaces really. And then just this centerpiece. So this is where the ruler would come in handy. Good. Filling in all his body there. I'm not too bad at painting a straight line, but I need it. Whew. Nice like that. Okay, so that's the kind of basic idea there. If you want to neaten up, if you've made a mistake a little bit with your coloured paint, and you want to neaten any areas up, like for me maybe I'd love this bit to be a bit straighter, so I'll get my white paint and a nice clean paintbrush, neaten that up, or anywhere in between that you feel like you need to as well. But there we have our moose on the loose for this month. Enjoy crafting! Bye!